joining us all from Microsoft headquarters in Seattle. She flight in yesterday, and she's here to tell us everything about Microsoft Teams Phone Mobile and the deep integration with the Odido network. Please give a warm welcome for already, I have to say, I'm a fan of you. She's already wearing an Odido Business sweater. We didn't ask her to do it, so the biggest fan from Odido, Vandana Thomas, Principal Group Product Manager of Microsoft. Please, warm welcome.
Thank you. Well, what can I say? They had me sold at pink. I said, okay, this is what I'm going to do. You have a pink hoodie. I was after Sam, I need a pink hoodie. I need a pink hoodie. I need a pink hoodie. He finally got it, and I was like, embodying Microsoft Teams Phone Mobile, which is my heart, in an Odido shirt. So this is Microsoft Teams Phone Mobile, a deep integration. Yeah. I am so excited to be in front of you guys. And, this audience is the reason that we as a company are successful. We as a company, both as a telecom operator and as Microsoft, this audience is what keeps us from falling, right? When you go to a rock concert and you're like this rock star going, yeah, whatever, like one of those, the Copilot songs. I wanted to get up on stage and dance, but you know how a rock star then falls back acting like he's the big shit, but if there isn't the crowd that catches them, then the free falling is of no use, right? And that's what you guys are, right? We think we are the big guys. We do all this stuff, but there's so many things, so many little connections and dots that you connect for us. So you're a family that we have like some lines, degrees of separation with. I haven't met a lot of you. Is Gaber in the audience? Oh, there you are. He's the guy. Every few months, he would tell me, is Teams Phone Mobile ready for Netherlands? And I would be like, it's coming, Gaber. And he's like, I have to test it. I want to demo it. He went got a SIM card from Deutsche Telekom. We launched in Deutsche Telekom last year, so he went got a SIM from Deutsche Telekom and went to a lot of customers here and started demoing Teams Phone Mobile. Thank you, Gaber, for your enthusiasm. Yes. Well, yesterday I had a hard time figuring out this clicker. Today I think I have a better grip on it. I thought this was like a joystick, and then I had to go, but I figured this is little. Anyway, let's get to it, all right? How many of you have heard of Teams Phone Mobile? All right, I'm going. Bye. Well, let me tell you this, right? When we thought about why mobile needs to be part of Teams Phone, you guys have been, a lot of you might have been already working with Odido, with taking the mobile number and figuring out how to get customers on it and solutions on it. Similarly, with Microsoft Teams Phone, I'm sure a lot of you have already started working on direct routing and Operator Connect. A few years ago, not a few years ago, the fixed line was on the desktop, and it is difficult to think how it has now evaporated from the desk. It's not a desk phone anymore. It truly is a cloud phone. But the future of telephony, as you know, is mobile. I'm not saying that the fixed line isn't going to continue there, but the mobile line has become more and more a part of us. Does anybody not have a mobile phone? All right, thank God. But yes, now taking this mobile phone and making it part of the cloud is our responsibility too, and that's where the deep integration from a network like Odido, which is known for its excellent 5G network, the investments that they have done for the 5G network, we had to figure out how to make this network, the high-speed, superhighway, connected to the hyperscaled cloud. And then the best way is to create this type of a better together story rather than us going and reinventing the superhighway and them going and reinventing the hyperscale cloud. So this is why this is together, right? And flexibility is something everybody wants. And that's what we are trying to get in and get better and figure out how you free the phone number from the device and make it part of the cloud. So this same phone number, simply put, really Teams Phone Mobile, very, very simply put, is taking your mobile number, your corporate issued mobile number, freeing it from the device. It can stay in the device. I don't have a problem of it staying in the device, but it needs to be free. It needs to be in the cloud. It needs to be available anywhere on any device and go with you wherever you go. So that's the attempt. So let's take a look at the video here. And
today's workforce is more mobile than ever. Employees deserve a full-featured, secure, and reliable mobile experience that works across networks and devices. Microsoft Teams Phone Mobile allows organizations that rely on mobile calling for communication and collaboration to elevate and simplify users' mobile experience. With Teams Phone Mobile, your business-provided mobile number and Teams phone number are the same, allowing mobile-first employees to work securely from either their native mobile device experience or Microsoft Teams. When you're on a mobile call, Teams recognizes and updates your present status, making your availability known to your team. You can easily uplift calls, seamlessly moving the call from your native dialer to Teams, gaining all the collaborative benefits of Teams. Your call history is merged, allowing you to easily track call logs across all your Teams endpoints. Outbound caller ID settings can be configured to show a company number, keeping your own business-provided mobile number private. And security policies and compliance recording solutions can be enforced, regardless of where a call is initiated. Unique integration with operators ensures enterprise-grade reliability and call quality. Teams Phone Mobile is easy to set up and manage from the Teams Admin Center. Administrators can provision and assign phone numbers or update policies from one centralized place. Learn more about how you can empower your mobile-first workforce with Teams Phone Mobile.
stay connected, stay productive wherever your work or your life takes you. That truly is the slogan. I couldn't get my marketing people to talk about it as much as I forced them to put it at the end of it, but at least I got them to write it down there. So with Teams Phone Mobile, essentially what we're doing is we've taken the cellular voice on the left, which you are so familiar with, the natural flow of your work. If you want to make a voice call from your device, you just go to your green button, make a call, and you expect it to work. The calls just work when you are on that's the expectation, right? On the other hand, on the right-hand side, you have Microsoft Teams Voice, which is basically allowing you not just to use voice, but bring in other facets, the chats, the channels, the collaboration, the video call, the meeting, the sharing of the screen, and this new word, AI, right? That just has become a part of us all suddenly, that all exists within that collaboration platform. Now, voice on the mobile network has been this steadfast companion that has always been with us, always worked. But what more innovation can you put inside voice? But if you combine the two, now you have a gift that keeps giving. Trust me, every time I go and I open Teams, I have a new feature that just is now part of it. That I was like, when did we launch this? Okay, we launched this yesterday. Now I'm able to figure out before I talk to Sam that yesterday he had asked me to give him a product feature that I completely forgot about. So before I call him, it tells me on the side that Sam wanted you to follow up by so-and-so date. So then I am ready before I talk to Sam, right? What do you do to get Teams Phone Mobile? It's very simple. You get and this is the part I think that scares partners, but this is the part I would say that as partners, the simplicity of how easily this can be combined should become a story for you to go level up, right? Earlier, we had the complexity of the PBX, to get a phone number working on the cloud, we had to do a whole bunch of magic, and then somebody, I don't know, somebody taking this wire here and putting it there, and I don't know what needed to be done in some situations. But this is very simple. You get a mobile plan from Odido, and then you get a Teams license. Hopefully there's a Microsoft 365 license behind it, but you get a Teams phone license, and that's it. You get the number inside the tenant, and activating it is very simple. With mobile numbers, we've been now in the market for about a year and a half, 2 years, where we're seeing, and this is a good stat for you partners to know, that a mobile user makes 5 times the calls, PSTN calls, than a regular fixed line number on Microsoft Teams phone. So if I have an operator connect number, a calling plan number, or a direct routing number versus a Teams phone mobile number, the usage, the minutes of use is 5 times that of a regular number. And the other awesome thing is the monthly active usage as well is like 4 to 5 times more. So we noticed that I think about 85% of the numbers that the telco uploads into the tenant of the company is enabled. So this whole enablement journey as well is a more active situation. Now, why Teams Phone Mobile? Really, why? Your phone's working. You've been doing well with voice. Now, why do you need Teams Phone Mobile, right? I would look at it, and this is how I think I'd like for you guys to think about the value proposition as you assimilate this and bring customers on and make your business cases. These are the 4 pillars, I would say: flexibility, intelligent connectivity, security, reliability, simplicity, ET. I tried to do the ET thing, but that was the repetition. But if you look at it, flexible and easy to use, because this number now works anywhere, on any device, and it goes with you. Even if it didn't go with you, you can still figure out, I can download Teams on my friend's phone and then still receive my calls if I forgot my phone number at home, phone at home, right? That can happen, and that has happened with me. Last year when I went to Cancun, my phone fell in the water and the sand, and water and sand is not a good combination for the phone. I figured that out, but immediately I downloaded Teams on my husband's phone, and I was in business. I still could receive all my calls on Teams, right? Intelligent and connected, and we talked about that a little while ago, wherein You have all the Teams features, the productivity features, whether it is screen sharing, calling, group call transfers, making the phone number a part of the PBX or auto attendant, a call queue, what have you. This mobile number now has found its way in the world of the PBX, in the world of unified collaboration suite, and you can do everything with that mobile number that you probably potentially couldn't do before. It is not just a voice call and not just a video call. It's a lot more. So that's the part where you have this intelligent connectivity. And we talked about that other intelligence thing, AI. That's also part of this, right? And then security and reliability. And this part is very important. The better together story here again is you are used to the reliability, the availability of your mobile network operator, the high quality of service, the high quality of voice that you have on the mobile network, and then combine with it the security, the trust, the compliance, which is a big part of this whole thing, and a big motivation of why customers want this. Because as we are going into this world of where there is constant hacks, constant spam, constant trust issues, and security problems, we now are reaching this situation where companies want to lock down the communication that you're having for business, whether it is applying compliance archival, keeping all of your data archived securely in the company system for the length that it needs to be, because it's not going to be just voicemails living for 30 days. It might need to live for 8 years. And so all of those compliance and governance benefits, all of this is what is the third pillar here. And the last pillar, we spoke about this a little before, is the simplicity of the management. We don't have to do complex connections. This is just a cloud number, acquiring the number, and then simply managing that becomes very easy for your customers. Now, this is a place where you can innovate together and make it easier for the customers, because what I think, and these are the parts that I think where I'd like for you guys to think about, what can you bring to the table? What can you add to these value statements in here and improve the quality of experience for the customer? How can we make the flexibility a little better? Or the management, this is the piece that a lot of you partners really engage with. We don't have very good systems wherein both the operators' provisioning journey and our provisioning journey might be in separate places, but we see a lot of partners that join us and help us create automation and tools to help simplify this further, right? So I'll probably not go through everything here because I'll get this deck over to you. I want to spend some time with you all to really get some questions from you and answer that. But if you really wanted me to go through each feature, I can, if you want to understand that. But I felt like it would be a waste of your time. It is a much more intelligent audience that already knows, maybe even more than I do, of what the product does. So I'm not going to go waste my time or waste your time on this, but a few things that I would say. The phone number that is on your mobile SIM card number, this is an important thing to register. The SIM card number is the same number on Teams phone. You don't need a different fixed number. It's the same number. The same number on your mobile device is also your phone number on Teams. And that's a thing that I think, I feel like it's easy to understand, but many times then I get questions and say that, what if there is a fixed number here? And what if there is a mobile number? How How is that happening? So that's also a difference between, for example, some other implementations, mobile integration implementations that exist, where there is a fixed number as the facade, and then behind the scenes there's a mobile number where there is some hardwiring done in the network. This is not that. This is the same number that's on your mobile is also the number here, right? The next is the ability to have a consolidated view of your chats, your calls, your call logs, your voicemail, your messages, which is on the roadmap, and all of that available in one place. We talked about intelligent connectivity, and this one is a good one. I will go ahead and do this uplift. So when you are on a voice call, let me say Sam was going out to meet a customer, right? I somehow always pick on Sam, maybe because he's my deep integration partner. But Sam's out to meet a customer. But on the way, as he goes there, he realizes that he hasn't gotten some information. So he calls me and he asks me for it. I try to explain it to him. He doesn't get it on the voice. I'm like, it was there. This is, you need to do X, Y, and Z to do. Sam doesn't get it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. So now, typically previous to that, we'd have to stop this call, get on a Teams call maybe, or like a meeting, and then we look at a PowerPoint presentation together. But no, in this case, you can simply uplift that call to Teams from the same device, and then that call that was just a voice call then gets upgraded to become a full-blown meeting where we can do video and chat and presentation. So let's look at how that is done.
With Microsoft Teams Phone Mobile, you can move calls started natively on your mobile device to Microsoft Teams without missing a beat. When on an active call, simply launch the Teams app on your desktop or mobile device. Teams will automatically prompt you to uplift the call to Teams. Once you've moved the call, you can take advantage of all the familiar Teams features, like file sharing and video calling, creating a richer collaboration experience.
And also, you can invite people onto the call. We can add people with consultative group transfers, not just regular call transfers, adding a group call. A lot of this becomes now available to you, right? The other cool thing, of course, we talked about Copilot. I think this was in Remco's presentation. I don't know whether he got, this is a good one.
With Copilot and Teams Phone, you can make and receive calls from your Teams app on any device and get real-time summarization and insight. Here, you're on a call with a teammate discussing the plans for an upcoming marketing event. During the call, Copilot can summarize key action items, owners, and deadlines discussed, so you don't have to worry about getting distracted by taking notes. Or you can use natural language commands, such as asking Copilot for suggestions on additional planning work streams you and your teammate should consider for the event you're planning. Copilot also works during PSTN calls. Here, you're on a PSTN call with a customer who is interested in learning more about your company's recent product announcements. With the help of Copilot, you can summarize the call, helping you stay focused and engaged during the conversation. Copilot can also curate a list of unresolved questions that came up during the call. The customer has some specific questions that require input from another subject matter expert in your organization. Using the Consult Then Transfer feature, you can chat with your colleague and confirm she's able to help the customer with their questions. Now, when you transfer the call to her, thanks to Copilot, she's able to get a summarized recap of your discussion and a list of the top questions raised by the customer, all in a matter of seconds. This saves you time you would have spent catching up and creates a better customer experience since the customer won't need to recap their questions. These scenarios are only a few examples of the many ways you can use Copilot during Teams calls, helping you spend less time on busy work and more time on connecting and collaborating with teammates, customers, and partners.
Yeah, and this, to me, I will go through some of the use cases later. I'll skip to that pretty quick. But this, to me, in a nutshell, is this gift that keeps giving to the mobile call, which you very easily, it doesn't exist right now, but this is coming soon, is wherein you make a mobile call to another person, both of them, if they are a Teams, or even if one of them is a Teams Phone mobile user, you can invite an AI bot to that call, and then it can summarize your meeting notes. It can summarize your call, your actions. You can add additional insights to that call. Imagine a salesperson going to a sales presentation that gets additional information live during the call. The limit, the sky is the limit for where you can innovate. And this is the place, I think, again, some of these things I'm emphasizing specifically because you as an audience, that you as a partner community have this ability to make this better by bringing in tools and things like that. An example was recently we had a financial organization that wanted to do compliance archival of messages. And we didn't have that yet. It's on our roadmap. It has been on my roadmap since the last 2 years, but my engineering team somehow doesn't prioritize it. So I am left with no other option but to look to the community and say, hey, can one of you help me solve this? So I did toss this problem over to the partner community. And there was a company, Leap Expert, and then there's other companies too, Data Lakes, Marsh, and the others that came along, and they said, hey, we'll be happy to help you solve this problem. And what they did for the financial organization is figured out how to work with our network operator in the US and store all of those messages compliantly along with the compliance recording partner that they were already using. So everything is then available in one place, right? So these are the ways that you as a partner community can help innovate and expand these propositions.
With
So I'll probably go through some of these out. I spoke about, I'm going to move out of this, but I spoke about this. This is a very big piece, right? Because the financial organizations, you will notice, and other organizations that require a lot of regulations is one of the highest has one of the highest propensity to use this product. So people like ASC and the others have helped us with compliance recording, but this compliance recording also works with phone calls, mobile calls right now. So this is there. I'm going to skip ahead. You can look at this at your free time. I want to go to the use cases and customer evidence. What I find in the first couple of years of this product being in the market, the manufacturing segments, automobiles, healthcare, financial industry, and the consulting industry from the large businesses seem to really, really like this product, right? So, and we can go over 2 such use cases. The frontline workers and smaller businesses that have like field technicians and people like that go out quite a bit to the field also find this product to be very useful. So when you're looking for the audience or where to go solve the problem, these are some industries that have risen to the top. It doesn't mean the others don't do it, but the majority of the population is from here. Right? So the ideal Teams Phone mobile user is a very highly mobile worker that uses a corporate-issued mobile number. It's very important to have a corporate-issued mobile number because if you're using your personal number, then your personal number going into Teams is not a very happy proposition for the separation of church and state there. So we keep that separate, right? They generally make a lot of customer calls or external calls, right? And they're regularly like in a hybrid sort of setup. And they need some sort of intelligent communication as well, or productivity that needs to be part of their calling. Like, for example, if it's a field worker, they're going to the field, making a lot of calls, but then they have to create the work orders, they have to send the agreements and things like that. So it's good to connect it to the workflows. So one such person here is Jean. She's a technician with a utilities company. And for Jean, not compromising her mobile identity is very important. So Teams Phone Mobile allows her mobile number to be masked and a company-issued like advertised number to be presented to the external audience. She prefers her native dialing experience because she's driving around. So calling from Teams sometimes is a problem. Just going from my house to my kid's school, which is a 10-minute distance, the Teams call drops for me 6 times because the data network from somehow in my area isn't that good. Access to other things like calendar, business workflows, video calling is something that Jean would like. And then she'd like to transfer her calls to her colleagues. So when her calls are being transferred, her colleague can then quickly see what's going on and be added. And then she would like some assistance. So the AI can be something that can be useful. Next is Frank. We talked about most of everything that Frank, like a FSI worker, needs, but his messages, his calls, his chats, and everything needs to be archived because otherwise his company gets fines from the SEC and places like that. So we'll move, and similarly, Copilot can do a bunch of this. So I want us to get here. There is a huge white space for you partners to participate and help. And I hope through this discussion as we were going through, some of it is already lighting up in your brains. I could see some of you like doing, idea. So, I hope you have some really good ideas around how you can supply into this ecosystem and make this product better, or make the customer's life better, right? So how can you participate? Onboarding and ramping up. It's such an issue to for the customer to get the numbers from Odido, get the licenses from us, making sure that all of that is done. The users are educated, they know how to use it, the value proposition is clear to the end users. This is something that we are finding that partners are helping us, system integrators, etc. Adoption and change management, identifying the right persona in the company that would be able to use this product. If I'm all the time at my desk, it really is not a product worth my time or spending on. But if I am a little bit of a mobile worker, so identifying those personas and helping them through that change management is something a lot of partners have helped us with. Automation and development, like I said, Microsoft does so well creating this fantastic, such an easy SKU structure we have, such an easy catalog. Everybody gets it, right? So, this is the place I think, there's a lot of automation and development that partners have been doing. There are people like, I have companies in the US, New Wave, and there is this another company called Pinko that's done a lot of automation and portals for customers. And these are things that you can help with. Innovate and expand. Like I talked about the whole AI piece of it, how Leap Expert came and helped us with the compliance archival. Somebody else came and helped with the telemetry and insights, because there are CDRs from the operators network, there's CDRs from us. How do you bring about some insights and create dashboards that customers can use? These are all really great ideas that you can do. What's in it for you? Revenue opportunities, of course. I heard this stat, and I think it's true. For every dollar that Microsoft makes, the ecosystem makes $10. So think about it. It's a really good revenue opportunity, ability to expand your business. Of course, there's competitive advantage from having products like this, and then future-proofing your investments by, working with us for AI and 5G opportunities. They have coverage solutions. They have spam solutions, creating the offers together and bundling it and selling it. Ideally speaking, the partner that I would love the most is the one that comes and says, oh, here's the turnkey solution. Here's your phone. You turn on the phone, and then Teams Phone Mobile works, right? If anybody can come up with a solution like that, I would put you on my favorite list of partners. Anyway, these are some target customers, the Odido customers with Microsoft Teams. There are stalled deployments where PSTN is not getting enabled. We have only, with direct routing and OC many times, just 35% of the numbers that are uploaded on the tenant really get enabled. So there's a lot of opportunity there to help with the PSTN enablement. Mobility focus and users getting those type of customers. Simplification, helping customers reduce their cost, helping companies with provided devices figuring out their MDM solutions and things like that. And if they're struggling with mobility and compliance, this is one place where partners have been able to come and help customers. So I think that's what I had in mind, and I know I'm meeting a few of you later. And then I think later we are also going to be meeting at, how do you say beer? He already wanted to drink his beer while he was sitting here, but I said let's reserve that for later. But you can find me, and if you have questions now, I don't know how much time I have, but
Yeah, we have time left. Thank you so much for this insightful presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
So much.
Thank you, everybody, for
Yeah.
your patience.
Maybe you can do.
Yeah.
This is our microphone.
Ah,
Does anyone has some questions or a question for Vandana?
yeah.
It's over there. It's over,
Over there?
Yeah. Just show
I
it to him.
am not a sportswoman, okay?
Okay. Dive.
Let's see. Is it still working? Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
I have a question. There are more operators in the Netherlands, and they claim more or less the same, the story you were telling. I would
Yeah.
like to know, what would you gave a lot of examples, what would be the unique selling point of this proposition? Would you name one, the best? Please.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think the unique selling point of this is truly the fact there's just one number, and that one number is end-to-end visible and available between the Odido network and us, and it's not with any of the other solutions there. Like I said, there are other solutions that say that there is mobile integration, but in the facade of it, there is a fixed number, and behind the scenes, there's a mobile number. We lose connectivity of it, so we have no eyes into that, and they lose connectivity of it, and they have no eyes into us. So if I said the unique selling point of this is that this number is present end-to-end for the journey, which means it's really easy to manage, it's really easy to enhance, it's really easy to provide insights and everything end-to-end, and it works end-to-end. So this call uplift is not going to be possible on the other solutions. I don't know whether 9 emergency calls always work on the other solutions. There are been situations where it doesn't. And for example, there are security desk policies that some companies have that those solutions don't work. So there's a lot of disconnect. They are disparate, whereas this is unified.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Any other questions?
Yeah, come back.
I will try to do my sporting again.
You try. No. Vandana, when you're again in the Netherlands, I would suppose we are going to a rock concert together.
Yes.
Because I think that would be great with you. Yeah? The way you're walking on the stage and dancing.
It truly is.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Give a warm applause for Vandana.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Odido.